everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Star Sitdown. My name is Kim Davis Jr., the podcast editor at The Star, and today we have a special guest, you could say. She was the Life and Arts editor, now she's the news editor, and next year she's going to be the editor-in-chief of the University Star. I would like to welcome Brianna Benitez. Hello, Bri. Welcome back.
Hi, guys. Thanks so much for having me back on the podcast. This is a super exciting experience for me. I'm so happy to be here. And a lot has changed since the previous episode because I've been on here before. But yeah, a lot has changed and I can't wait to talk to you guys about it. So I'm happy to be here again.
You know this isn't like your YouTube channel, right? Like this isn't like you're acting like you're like, I don't know what you guys do in Content Club, but
Okay, well let's do it again then what do you want me to do, tone it down or what?
yeah, let me see the toned down version.
Huh? Okay.
Let me see the toned down version, yeah.
Okay. Hi, everyone. It's so great to be back on the podcast. A lot has changed since the last time I've been on here, so I'm super excited to be back, and I can't wait to update you guys on all the changes that have been going on at the University Star.
That was excellent.
Thanks.
We might even cut out all the other takes and just keep that one. Maybe. I don't know. That'd be pretty.
Maybe.
But anyway, tell me about how things have been this semester with news. It's funny because when you were on last semester, you said you were like deathly afraid of news and news was boring. And now you're in charge of the news, so.
Yeah. So basically, I'll tell you all the story. One day I'm just, about to get ready to eat my lunch and I get a call. And it's from my boss, Jaden. And he's like, hey, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, nothing. I'm just at home. And he's like, okay, I'm going to need you to sit down for this. I have some news. So then he tells me like, oh, something has happened, whatever. And he basically just asked me like, can you be the news editor? And then like during this whole conversation, like I literally start crying because if you don't know, I was the Life and Arts editor before, and I've been a part of the Life and Arts team since I was a freshman. And like I was a freshman, Life and Arts reporter. Then I became a sophomore, assistant Life and Arts editor, and then I was the Life and Arts editor last semester. So it was like all this growth, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna leave this team. And I was just, I was super connected with the staff that I hired because, like, I literally built that staff from, like, one person to, like, 9 people. So I was super connected to them. We were all super close. And then just, like, having this, having to leave them and, like, leave this piece of me that I've, like, been a part of for a long time was just so sad. So I was really sad for, like, a month. And then I kind of like joined the news team and I was super nervous because, I was never on the team before. So I felt like they were just like, who's this girl, gonna tell us what to do? She doesn't have anything to do with news. And, the first few weeks were scary and rough. And now, my team's a lot smaller. But I feel like, we've managed to do a really good job, and I'm really proud of being able to overcome a lot of things and learn a lot of things. Cover a winter storm was like kind of a lot, but like I did it and like my team did it. And I, again, going back to the last episode, I was, so afraid of news. And now I do it every day. And, I kind of really like it, believe it or not. So, like, anytime there's, like, breaking news, like, in the moment when I first get the notification that I have to go somewhere or, like, I have to write about something, like, I don't know, it's like a little adrenaline rush, and I'm like, oh my gosh, breaking news. And then I just feel like so cool because then I see it on Twitter and then everyone's talking about it, and I'm just like, wow, I, I put that out there. I delivered the news. So, yeah, that's been my experience. So, never say never, guys. Moral of the story, because, you know, a lot can happen, and just be open to new opportunities because you could really like them in the end.
Wow. So inspirational.
Yeah.
What was like because we had talked during the winter storm, and I know you had like lost power and you lost water too during the storm, right? It was really a mess on your end.
Yeah, I was a mess. So basically, okay, so it was, Valentine's Day was on Sunday. So then that next Monday, I had power and stuff. And, it was already snowing and there was like ice everywhere. So I couldn't go anywhere. But then I think it was like Tuesday morning, like around 9, the lights went out. And I was just like, okay, at least I have water. And then I had, water that Tuesday, but my stove is electric, so I couldn't cook anything. And like I went grocery shopping before the storm, and like all this stuff is like things you have to cook. You can't just like, eat it. So that was like, okay, whatever. And then at least I had water, right? The next day the water went out and I was just like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I need water to survive. And so I had no water, I had no power, and I had to go charge my phone in the car. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to run out of gas because I can't drive on the ice. I can barely drive normal weather. So I was just like, oh my God. So like I would only charge it up to like 40%, and then like I'd be done with it. But then I had no service either. So it was hard to like communicate with people or to like work. So like sometimes when I had service, like, I would be calling like the local businesses, seeing if they were open so we could like put that information out to our audience and stuff. And then I actually like kind of wrote a story on the Google Docs app on my phone. So like I had, was talking to people that were like impacted by the storm, and, connecting with them like on Twitter and Facebook. And then, so yeah, I was like writing a story in the car, and I didn't have my laptop because it was dead. I couldn't charge it. So yeah, I'd never experienced anything like that before. And I don't think my power came back on till like the weekend, but I had left to my friend's house and they had power and a little bit of water. But it was like in the moment, it was bad. But like I got over it. So I'm very thankful that I'm okay now. But yeah, it was a struggle.
During all that, did it come to like just relying on like other people to help you kind of like get the news out and like get information and like, because I felt that way, and like I tried to just contribute as much as I could, but clearly, like I'm not like news and like, I don't like manage that section. So what was that like, like being in charge and trying to like get everything together and.
Well, yeah, I mean, we really just had to rely on each other and like rely on like who had service and stuff. Because I think like at the end of the day, regardless of what section we're in, we all have like the same goal of like, providing information to our community. So not being able to do that, like I kind of felt a little powerless at times. I kind of felt like, oh my gosh, I'm the news editor and I can't even do anything right now. And but like I just had to remind myself, like, oh my gosh, like literally I don't have power, I don't have the resources to do that. It's not like I'm like on my phone and just like hanging out. Like I can't do anything. And I can't go anywhere where I can do that because everything's closed and I can't even drive in the ice. So yeah, so like I just had to like remind myself that, but I would get really frustrated. I'm like, oh my God, I wish I was helping. I wish I was doing something, but I did what I could.
I wanted to ask, I guess this would be a good time. So, what's with you in driving? What's that about?
What do you mean? Like, why am I
I
scared to drive or what?
I was gonna help you set up a vaccine appointment in New Braunfels, 15 minutes away, and you said I don't drive on the highway, and I'm like, wait, what? So I just need a little bit of clarification about you and driving. Like you those two things, like they don't. It's like oil and water; they don't mix. So tell me about that.
I like I do drive. I drive every day. I go places. I just don't get on the freeway because I had a bad experience in my driving school, and like I don't know, like they took me on the freeway one time and I was just super scared. I never wanted to get on the freeway with my parents either. So I just like learned how to drive on the road. I mean, I'm gonna get on the freeway eventually, but right now I'm in a little town. I don't need to get on the freeway. And if I need to go home, they can come and get me.
What happened to driving school?
Well, like, so, okay. It's a really long story, but so I signed up for the driving school, and it's driving school. So, we just assumed they were going to teach me. But, like, apparently I wasn't, like, when I came back for my next class, like, I wasn't ready for the next, like, challenge because I wasn't practicing outside of the school. But I really had no time to just practice outside of the school. And so my dad was like, well, I thought it was driving school. If I why are we going to this if they're not like teaching you? But so yeah, like I just was never getting it because I wasn't practicing outside of the driving school, but I couldn't because I literally had no time to do that. And um yeah, and my driving teachers, they weren't the best. Like, I don't know, like they're funny, but like, they're good people, just not good teachers. Or not to me because I didn't learn. But they a lot of people have learned how to drive from them, so maybe they are good. It's just me. But I will say I passed my driving test once. Like I only had to take it once. So I know how to drive.
What was your score?
I don't remember, but I know I passed. Like it was a high score. Like I think the one thing that I didn't do right was yield correctly. Like she said I didn't stop um long enough or something. And then whenever I was parallel parking, I didn't put um like my hazard lights. Or I didn't put some light.
The
Like I don't
blinker?
know. I guess. No, I thought I did put my turn signal, like, oh, I'm turning into this spot. But I think she wanted me to put my hazard lights.
I've never heard of that before.
Okay, well, then maybe it was the blinker. I don't
Okay.
know. But that was the only
Wow.
two things that I messed up on.
Okay. Interesting. So you're from Houston, so your parents drive 2 hours to pick you up and then 2 hours back.
Yeah, but when I go home, I usually stay for like a week. So it's not like, oh, I'm just coming home for the day.
Okay. All right, that's fair, I guess. I
They don't
was
want me to drive they don't want me to drive on the winter.
They know how bad it is?
Well, like I'm not a bad driver. I'm just like I get nervous on like big roads.
Okay.
And like I love driving. I love, listening to my music in the car. I love doing that. I just don't want but I would rather just take the long way than like be in a rush and like, oh, I gotta go fast. I would rather just drive and be relaxed.
Okay. Um,
I'll get on the freeway one day and hopefully I make it out.
I hope so. That would I would be sad if you died. I
Thank
would.
you.
Yeah.
Well, someone almost hit me the other day, And this was just on the regular road. So I was going home, and this little red car cut someone off on the lane next to me. And then I was like, okay. So I kept going, and they were going to cut me off too. So I had to brake super fast, and I honked. And, like, it was just my tires made a weird noise because I, like, stopped super fast. But, yeah, it was, like, last week. It wasn't my fault.
I believe you. I've never seen you drive, so I have no reason to believe you aren't a car
I've
driver.
driven people home that work with this, so you can ask them, like, is Brie a good driver? They'll say yes. Well, I haven't driven them. Yeah, I have them. Like, I've driven them places, so you can ask.
Okay.
Hannah, Bianca, no.
Shout out to Hannah and Bianca.
Shout out. I asked them, am I a good driver? They're like, yeah.
Were they like, yeah, or were they like,
No,
yeah?
they would tell me the truth. So they were like, yeah, you're a good driver.
No, but like both of those things are telling the truth, but like it's just how they set. Like, were they like, yeah, you're good, like or were they like, yeah, yeah, you're a good driver? Like, do they have to think about it and?
No, I think it was the first one. Like, yeah, you're a good driver. Like, why are you asking?
I don't know. I gotta ask that. I gotta ask them.
Well, ask.
I will. I wanna know. So you're gonna be the editor in chief this upcoming
I know.
this upcoming school year. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm super happy. I'm super grateful. I still can't believe it. Like, I think about it, I'm like, oh my gosh. Because, like, okay, obviously when I first joined the University Star, I was just this little freshman. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I just joined just for fun. And obviously I never thought I'm gonna be the editor-in-chief one day. And then to now go into my senior year becoming the editor-in-chief, it's just like, wow, what a full circle moment, you know? So yeah, I'm super happy. I'm super excited. Obviously, I'm a little nervous, but I think, I don't know, I care so much. So I'm going to just do the best job that I can because, yeah, we just like, I don't know, I don't want to let anyone down. So I just want to do like, I just want to, because this year, like, we just did so much. And I just want to like do the same next year and have a good year next year too. So, yeah, I'm excited though. I'm excited. And I'm super grateful to even be talking about it because I never thought it would happen. So for it to happen, it's just like, oh my God.
And you applied twice before this, right?
Yeah, I applied last year. I was encouraged to apply, so I've been thinking about it. And obviously I didn't get it. But I kind of knew that I wasn't going to get it because, like, I just wasn't there yet. But I applied again this year, and I convinced them. They believed in me. So, yeah. So it was my second time applying, and the second time I got the job.
Okay. Are you still worried? So I think it was maybe 2, 3 months ago. I had like asked you about it because I think you would do a good job, and I was excited for you. And you said you were just worried that you might be too much of a spicy Latina. You still feel that way?
That was a joke. That was a joke.
It was a half joke. You were like, ha ha ha, but you were like, kind of like, oh my gosh, what if? You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know. Um, no, I don't think that way anymore. I just see me as me. So, like, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like the progression. I like that. Because you were really like, you meant it. Like, you were like, oh my god, you're like, oh my gosh, what if like I go in there and I'm like too much of a spicy Latina? See, like that, just like that.
What? I don't really
Yes.
remember this convo, but if you say
Yeah.
said it happened, maybe it did. But no, I don't think that. I think I'm me. I'm gonna do me. I'm going to lead my way with like, just like I'm just gonna be me. And hopefully that works. Hopefully that's enough.
What do you think will be with like vaccines and stuff, and like the university wants to open 100%. So what's your take on that? And like the star.
So I think we're definitely like going towards that direction of like moving back to like some form of normalcy. Like I got my first shot last Friday. So I think the university wants to do things in person. That's like I have no control over that. But like as far as like the star goes and like us and like how we're going to meet and stuff, I think I'll have like a much more solidified answer as like we're closer to that. But my hope would be like if everyone was super comfortable and everyone was vaccinated, we could like have our meetings in person and like actually connect with each other and like in person and stuff. But obviously it all just depends on how the next few months go. And I don't want to make anybody like do things they're not comfortable doing. So if someone's like, no, I don't want to see y'all, I don't want to meet in person, then obviously I'm not going to force them to do that. So,
Do you think we still like wear masks and stuff and like the sign in? You think because some like the thing is like some stuff like this pandemic, what's gonna happen? At least like in my opinion, like some stuff like is like some things are like never gonna change back. You know, like businesses like the way they've conducted business and like be like, oh wow, it's so much more convenient to just do this online. Like let's just instead of having everyone come to the office, we save money that way. We'll just have people come like do this meeting online. Or like people moving now, like they're like, I'm not gonna commute to an hour and a half to my job if I could just do this, save money and move, you know? So you think we're still gonna have like masks and stuff too?
um, I don't know. I guess we'll just like obviously if the university says we have to wear masks, then we're gonna have to wear masks in the newsroom. But like I don't know. Again, like I think as we get closer to that, like we'll probably know a lot more and like whatever the health professionals and the health experts recommend is probably like what's going to end up happening, which I agree with. So um yeah, I do love masks though. Like I think they're a nice little accessory. So whatever happens, like I'm cool with it.
So you're you whenever you go, how many masks do you have?
Well, I have a bunch of like disposable ones, like pink ones and black ones. And then I have like cloth masks. Like I don't know the exact number of masks that I have, but I have like a wide variety. Like I have masks to match certain outfits. So I have like prints. So I have cheetah print, I have zebra, I have like florals, I have a tie-dye mask, and then I have like solid color ones too. But yeah.
So
No. Okay. So there's this mask that I've been seeing on Instagram, and I saw a girl wear one the other day. It's like a mask, and then like it has dangly rhinestones like going down, and I just think it's so cute. I've seen it on Instagram. There's like a white one, a pink one, so that I think that's gonna be my next mask purchase because it's so cute.
so after let's say a year from now, 2022, everyone's done from like done with masks. You think you're still going to be masked up and like trying to look cute and match the purple with you know
Um, I mean.
That seems like something you would do, so that's what I'm asking.
Like, maybe once in a while, I'm just like, oh, I really don't like the way I look today. Let me wear a mask.
If Harry Styles is still wearing a mask, you're gonna wear a mask.
Believe it or not, Kim, I think for myself sometimes. I don't do everything Harry Styles says.
That was a good one. No, but seriously.
I mean, look, if I'm being honest with you, he's been out in public without a mask on, so I don't even know. And he wears like a bandana, not a real mask. Sorry to expose him, but it is the truth.
It had to be said, you know. It feels good to get news from you instead of these fake news sites, you know.
Yeah.
But so, hey, I wanted to ask you. So you like Harry Styles? So I'm assuming. Do you like Taylor Swift?
Okay. Back in the day, if you didn't know, Harry Styles and Taylor Swift dated for a little bit. And I think, if I remember correctly, I was like probably between the ages of 11 and 13. So when this was going on, before then, I was a Taylor Swift fan. I had like some of her albums and I listened to her songs. But when they started dating, I was devastated. And I was just like, I can't be a Taylor Swift fan anymore. And so I stopped liking her. But then I had an awakening. And I'm just like, what was I even thinking? Like, okay, she's just dating him. Like, who am I, you know? So now reconnected with my past self, and I am a Taylor Swift stan, a Swiftie, if you will. I love the new albums. My favorite songs, I think at the moment, my favorite song from Taylor Swift is Mirror Ball. So if you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. But yeah, I am a Taylor Swift fan. I like them both now. But in the past, like that little period, I did not. I did not. I will admit to that it was wrong for me to do that. And I'm sorry.
You're apologizing to Taylor Swift.
Yeah. I'm
All right.
I'm sorry, Taylor.
We'll clip this and we'll send it to her. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But
They had a little interaction at the Grammys I saw, and I was like, oh my God, besties.
I brought her up because I wanted to ask what the big deal was about this. I keep hearing her name everywhere, and I'm getting sick of it. So what's the big deal?
I don't know all the details, but she re-recorded a lot of her old songs and put it in this new album. So it's Fearless, Taylor's version, because she didn't own the rights to any of like the old songs she had. Like they were her songs, but she didn't own the rights to them. So I'm not too familiar with all the details, but this new album, she owns it. It's all hers. So she was like, I'm taking it back. These are my songs. So she re-recorded them, and now it's Fearless, Taylor's version.
Wow. So she's just getting richer off of some old stuff.
Look.
That's
Maybe,
what it sounds like.
but there were some new songs too. God.
Hello?
Yes. My mom was trying to call me. I'm sorry.
What's up with you always picking your mom over me? What's that about? I call you. I say, hey, Bree, I need to go to the hospital. I'm bleeding. You say, hang on. I'm on the phone with my mom. Just give me a minute.
I think that's happened earlier today and right now. So it's happened twice.
It's happened like 6 times. I'm not even kidding.
Nice.
It happens frequently. I say, Bree, I'm in an emergency. I need your help. Sorry, Kim. I'm talking to my mom. Call you back. And I say, Bree.
I wouldn't be here without my mom, so I'm going to answer her. Sorry.
You wouldn't be here without me. What's that about, huh?
Well, technically, I wouldn't be here in the world.
What about on this program?
I wouldn't even have the opportunity to be on the program if I wasn't in the world.
This is more important than the planet.
Oh.
Yeah. You should
Didn't know that.
me. I mom, me. Okay? That's how it should go.
No, my mom's like here. My mom doesn't even fit in this little
Box.
rink. She
She's out of the
surpasses the
box.
rink. Huh?
Okay. Okay. I see how it
Sorry.
is. I see how it is.
Sorry.
What are you looking forward to most going into next semester? Besides, like, obviously, you're looking forward to being the editor in chief, but like outside of that realm and like trying new stuff at the Star, and I know it's like a lot of pressure and stuff like that. So this isn't like that, but just more of like holistically, like, are you excited to go back to campus, like see more people, like, what? I'm serious.
No, I am super excited for my senior year. Um, I think it's gonna be like, oh my gosh, like reconnecting with like a lot of the things that I really enjoyed being on campus because I was on campus my freshman year and my sophomore year, half of it. So going back to campus and the campus life is gonna be a lot super exciting for me. I just really like miss doing like the simple things on campus. So like just walking around and listening to my music while on my way to class, or just like, laying in the grass. I love doing that. So yeah, I'm super excited just to like be in that environment again and connect with like people outside of Zoom is going to be cool. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I'm also just like looking forward to like life after college because it's getting closer. So like trying to figure out like what it is I want to do or where I'm going to like move to or what job I'm going to end up doing. So I'm looking, I'm getting more excited for like my future and I'm figuring it out like, oh, I really like this or like I don't like, I really thought that I wanted to write for a magazine, but that's changed now. So just like figuring it out is exciting to me because it's like a new self-discovery journey I'm on. Um so yeah, I'm excited about that and then obviously, you know, I'm excited for you're gonna be upset, but hopefully to see Harry Styles in concert and other people too, because I missed out on a lot of shows. So I'm looking forward to that. Traveling maybe. Yep. So hopefully we'll see. But I'm just I love like some people think the end of the year of like the actual year is like the end of the year, but I always think it's like the end of the school year for me. Cause like it's like, oh, this is actually done. So I'm also kind of sad because I miss like a lot of my friends are graduating and moving. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, like what am I gonna do now? You know? So I'm like, it's a bittersweet moment right now. So
You still want to move to New York?
yeah.
Yeah. I
Or I want to move to New York, or I've been super in tune with Vogue Mexico. So I would also consider if, it happened that I ended up working for them to Mexico City, which is where my family is from. So that'd be cool too.
You speak Spanish?
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
I'm bilingual.
Okay, damn. Oh man, fascinating. So, um, let me not ask that. I'll ask you that after. I can't really see you in New York. I don't know. I don't
That
know.
is so rude.
How is that
Where
rude?
do you see me?
I see you in. You seem like a Los Angeles gal. You seem like
I've been to both, and I don't see myself in Los Angeles.
you just give off those vibes. I don't know. It's the I think it's like part of like your interests and like your demeanor, like because New York is like really. It's a tough city. It's a
Him, I'm tough. You just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I you did hate Taylor Swift there for a little bit, and I guess that is pretty rough and tough around the edges. And you're you won't drive on the highway, so I
I'm the
guess
news editor from Crying Out Loud. I am tough. I've seen things. I've experienced things.
okay. Look, I'm not saying you would fail in New York. I'm just saying like it's tough to like imagine you going on the subway or ordering a bagel and or like going to the deli and someone's getting mad at you at a bodega and you have to scream back at them. It's tough for me to imagine you in that scenario
Well, why would I be in that scenario? Like,
because you
I
live
think
in.
there's, I know, but like, I don't even like sandwiches.
I know, but you go to the corner store, the deli, they have more than just sandwiches.
Well, you said
Especially,
the deli.
I yeah, that's what
That's
the
what they call the grocery store?
no, I'm talking about like corner stores. Some corner stores are
Oh,
delis. They're not
okay.
all they're not like all the same thing. Like I'm just saying, look, I didn't know you didn't like sandwiches, but that's another thing. Like you don't like sandwiches. Like what's that about?
What do you
What's
mean?
that about? You don't
I
like
don't
sandwiches?
like ham
They have more than ham at the
or
deli.
turkey. Like, I don't like meat really.
See, that's not New York.
But I felt like there's a lot of
That's
like,
LA. That's LA. That's that vegan, gluten free.
but that's also in New York too.
But that's like that's not real. That's like the people that are trying to like gentrify New York. So like all these hipsters from Texas, from Austin, who are like, I want to go to New York, and they move to Brooklyn and they open a yoga studio. That's not real. That's fake. I honestly, maybe now, if you live there, I could see
Well,
this.
I was like, I don't know, like I like Soho. I like just you know, I have a very like Gossip Girl view.
Oh, see, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll be in both. Maybe I could do both. Like 1 year, 1 day. I mean, not 1 day. Like one, few years here, a few years there. I can go anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, you're a chameleon. You fit in anywhere, right?
I don't fit in. I stand out. Thank you.
All right. Well, we will end it on that note. Is there?
The podcast is over.
Yeah, yeah. What'd you
Oh,
expect? What did you expect?
I didn't know it was 30 minutes already.
Yeah, we've been talking for a while.
Oh, okay.
Is there something else you want to say? I mean,
No, I just want to say
so wait,
to the audience.
I asked you, is there something else you want to say? No, I just want to say, make up your mind.
Yes, I just wanted to add really quickly as we wrap up the podcast episode that to our audience members, thank you for oh thank you for always supporting us and for always being there and allowing us to go into your spaces and share your stories. Um, Going into this upcoming year as the editor in chief of the University Star, I just want to let you guys know that the University Star is here to provide you guys with news coverage, but also share your stories and give you the opportunity to invite people into your experiences and make voices that have been historically silenced heard. So that is just like what we would want to continue to do next year. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm very grateful. I know I come off a little like, oh my gosh, but I promise like I take things seriously too. So thank you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I told you like if I could vote for anyone, I'd vote for you. I know I goof you a lot, but I think you'll do a great job, and I look forward to it. I look forward to going in the studio either there or me building one, figuring that out. I've said this before, but as much as like I enjoy doing this, it is really stressful and it is a lot. And like, today I told you like I wanted to like we're gonna do it earlier, but I have an essay, I have another thing I have to do, and I have something that I have to do after this. So like consistently trying to make these going, but it's just a lot, man, and it takes a toll. I mean, I'm sure obviously but yeah, I'm really looking forward to this next semester and seeing what you'll do and how you'll make this position your own.
Thank you, Kim. It really means a lot.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to anything you want to plug or shout out?
Okay, follow the University Star on Instagram at University Star. Follow University Star on Twitter, University Star. Follow the 11% Project. The 11% Project. Oh, the 11% actually on Instagram. And yeah, download the app and subscribe to the newsletter.
Well, folks, this has been our advertisement for the University Star. No, I'm just kidding. We appreciate everyone. I appreciate your time, Bree. Thank you again. I know it was a little hectic, but I'm happy we were able to make it work. You're funny. You should do comedy.
You're lying, but okay.
You made me laugh. I was laughing.
That doesn't mean I should do comedy.
Yeah, you'd kill. Do it.
I'd kill? Okay.
Yeah, you'd do great on stage. But anyway, we're going to wrap this up. That's it for this week's Star Sitdown. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.